hello. So like, how are you? I'm doing this video to I'm doing this video to announce my comeback to social media. I've been gone for about 2 years, and I say announce, it sounds such an assholey thing to say. Oh my god. But yeah, oh shit, I'm quite word. Because of being ahead, I guess. The universe telling me that. I've been cut off for social media for 2 years. More than 2 years, I think. And I went back on today. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I went in, had a couple of beers with me, went in and out of it, just popping around, seeing what was going on. They've been directly gone, like literally 2 minutes later, gone off it. Delete again. Well, this is my first time back on social media. This is going to be my first post. The first post. Very weird. What has changed? A lot has changed in more than 2 years. I deleted my account. I think it was June 2020 or 2021, maybe, in the height of COVID. I deleted because being at home, like most people, they're all on social media. And I came to a realization one day when if I didn't look at somebody's story, they were pissed off at me. And it meant nothing about what I thought of them or anything. It was just my own thing. I never thought any less of them. They were pissed off at me because I didn't look at their story. I'm not going to go into who it was or what it is or any of that shit, but like, sorry, I don't have any change. Actually kind of, it's flat broke at the moment. But I'm living life. I'm living life in Australia. I've had to sit down the last 2 hours and do a chat because I'm fucking flat broke. I don't give a shit, I'm flat broke. Money broke this week. I had money last week. I had money most weeks, but I moved to Australia. I'm living in Melbourne. I had to leave a job. I had to leave. I left the job. I had to leave my own health benefits. I left the job in Ireland. That was good wage. Good wage, and I fucking loved the company. I did. I loved the people that worked in the company. It was just too hardcore. And if you were really good at your job, which I believed I was, and everybody said to me when I was leaving that I was, it's such a hardcore place to work. I'm not going to go into either. Great company, love the company, do fantastic stuff. There's a lot of things happening, and it wasn't for me anymore. Doesn't mean it's not going to be for me in the future. Love the company, love that place, love the people that I worked with, loved everything about it. I was good at my job, and I always wanted to be good at my job, and I always wanted to do more. So, like, you could say I was my own worst enemy there. I was my own doing, you could say. I'm not blaming the company at all, but it was time for me to leave. And so, one sleepless night at home in Dublin, in Rathmines, Grosvenor Square, where I was living, my tiny little flat with my girlfriend and our roommate, obviously in the other room, in a tiny, small, little fucking place. Small, mouldy, ridiculous rent for what it was. I decided it was like a couple of nights after Christmas, and a couple of nights after Christmas, I took a week off because I was nearly dead. I was looking after 2 bars at the stage, and the person who was reported to at the time, who I get along with on a personal level, who I had to work for 3 times, and every time I worked for him I left him 3 times. And he kept getting put back at me. That's the problem with the last company. Is like, you just kept putting him back at me, and he just didn't get that. I wasn't happy. I always try to make it good. I always try to make this. Excuse me. best of a bad situation. But fuck me, man, 3 times with this guy. And I get along with him on the first level. Professionally, we didn't not gel. It just didn't work with us. And yeah, anyway, I took a week off. I was pretty pissed off with the situation I was in because I offered to help out with my old bar when the manager left. And for 2 weeks turned into 3 to 4 months, and it nearly killed me. Like, I was like, there's more to life than this. My girlfriend was not well at the time. She had an issue within the holidays in September. She had health issues and she couldn't work for about 6 months, so I was supporting the two of us. No extra wage, by the way, looking after 2 bars. Anyway, one sleepless night, I have an argument on the phone with my boss, the guy I was reporting to. I decided there and then that was it. Woke up from sleep. I'd been KO'd for a whole day because I was exhausted. Woke up and just applied for jobs in Australia. And one came back to me. I took the leap. And the leap of faith came back. Now I'm here in Melbourne. I'm here 4 months now. Quality of life is a lot better. I had to take a step back from my position, so I was a general manager and I was looking after 2 bars. So like, fuck me, I was on top of my game. Like, took a step back on what they call over here AVM, assistant venue manager, which is an assistant manager back in Ireland. And you know what? It's actually grand. I've no issue with having to report to somebody else. It's fine. I know I will be the VM of that place. I was told that's what's going to happen. That's the plan. That's why I was brought over. I'm literally learning how this big corporation works, how their systems are, which is very complicated. And it's like it's too complicated, but it is how they do things. They're not going to change the whole system for me. But that's what I've been doing in my life lately. Like, just thought, by the way, I had braces for a while as well. Ding! Sorry, no, that's really egotistical, but like, I had horrible teeth for a long time. I'm very happy with my teeth now. That's my situation. I'm very happy. I'm walking home now with milk in this pocket. And you know what? I was vegetarian for 5 years, not anymore. I'm bringing home the bacon. That's it. Bringing home the bacon. This is for dinner. So yep, that's me. Living my life. So the same person, different place. And it's ordinary. I always had these fantastic wild dreams when I was younger. I wanted this, I wanted that, and I wanted blah 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 blah. And I find solace in the ordinary, the regular stuff. Watching a movie, going for a cycle, doing a bit of yoga, lifting a bit of weights, a bit fat now. A bit fat, just a bit fat, like I have it that bad. But you know, I'm fucking jolly. I'm not starved. Oh, it's nice, like, life is nice. And yeah, it was very hard for a long time. It's really weird because I came back to Australia. I left Australia about 8 years ago, and when I left, I'm back to Ireland, things went fucking shit. I left Australia because my ex-girlfriend wanted to leave, and with all these plans to, like, no, get a house, blah 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 blah. Bitch fucking cheated on me. Can't prove it. I know it. I know about how she was. It is what it is. She's a bitch at the time. She's probably a lovely person now. And she's a lovely person when I was with her. Maybe I did something that she felt like that's what she had to do. It is what it is. We're both young. Forget about it. But many things have happened in those 8 years. It's real kind of bookends of when I went to Australia and went back to Ireland. When I came back to Australia, it's a lot of things have happened. I had a very good friend. Got, had a bad accident and he wasn't the same. I love him to bits. We won't see each other anymore, but like I talk really. But I love the guy to bits and I never forget about him. I have another friend. I love the bits like my brother. I love him, I miss him, I think about him every day. But it's just, I don't know if we grow apart or we change, whatever it is, it just does not work anymore as a friendship. Even though I never stop thinking of him, I love him, like he always be dear in my heart. People just want to do the right thing, but end up, there's sometimes what they think is the right thing brings them down the wrong path. Another friend that's going to get married very soon. I'm very happy for him. Fucking Typhoid crash, and it fucking hurts my soul that I probably won't be able to make it to his wedding. I'm trying my best. 3-4 day fucking stint. It's expensive to get home, back to Ireland. And back to, I don't even, it's money, but I actually don't even want to go home. I am home. This is my new home. I don't want to go back right now. It is what it is. Oh yeah, well, like, I don't know why I booked this post. I just decided, spur of the moment, like, fuck it, just do it. Do it. It's not worse. But yeah, Melbourne's cool. Not a tree. You have to stay here. I felt trapped. I was supposed to be at home. I felt trapped. But I couldn't go anywhere, do anything. How cool that building is. But literally right around the corner from my house. I felt so lost, so trapped. And I used to turn to alcohol a lot to, you know, make myself feel good. Yeah, maybe wrong. I had a couple of pints tonight. Like, there's no, it is what it is. I like to have a beer because I like good beer. But fuck me, man, I was bad at home. It wasn't because I was at home, it's because of the situation I was in, and probably because I was at home. Ireland is just different mentality. You can work 80 hours a week and that's expected, but over here it's just different. Like, you do 2 hours over your time, it's like, oh my god, you do 2 hours over your time. Yeah, there's a lot of lazy fuckers also. There's a lot of lazy cunts. But that's expected, you know? I'm not going to lower my standard for anybody else. Bars are weird as well. Bars are very weird. They have banks, not like the taps aren't lined up in one row. They have bank, of the same kind of stuff on each bank. It's weird. And the taps with are like they're very high, so you have to hold it up to the top. Very weird. You can't lower them down and pour them all together. I'm doing the actions. Sorry, if it's kind of all jittery like that, it's because I'm doing the actions as I'm talking about it. Yeah, it's very weird. The taps are weird as well. They don't break down like I always remember the taps in Ireland. Like they break down like you assemble them, break them down like gun. Over here, you just kind of clip off. Odd. There's so much waste out. It's a ridiculous amount of waste. And the staff are just like mad for knockoffs, what they call over there. In Ireland, you're lucky to get a fucking point. Stingy guns, like. But I think that's going to be the end of this because I feel like I've run out of things to talk to and the enthusiasm that I started the video with. So I think it's like a natural end without wanting to end, but I'm calling it end. Woohoo! That's just a power block. Good night, everybody. Good night, Dr. Nick.